Welcome back to the channel, folks. As promised, we're finally getting back on the cowl panel for the blue panel truck. And first off, we got to treat the replacement piece. It's a used piece and it does have some surface rust on the underside. So we've got to deal with that before we can actually install it on the truck. So I've got a couple products here that I've used off and on, and I'm going to give that a shot and see which one is going to actually do the better job. And that will certainly take care of well, can't be certain, but I'm a pretty good chance that that's going to take care of the rust good enough for what we're doing here. It's just on one side, and it's just, you know, it's one of those things that we're going to have to deal with. So let me get to that, and we're going to set it up and see how that goes. Hope to see you there. Okay, getting back on the 64 C-10 panel. When I left off last night, I did some floor patching. Nothing caught on fire, so that was good. But for today, I got some welding to do on this here because it's a little bit rotten, and I'm gonna have to replace it. I did manage to get a used one from my parts truck. It's not great, but it's definitely better than the one I have. This side is really good. The back, not so much, because there's no paint on these on the inside from the factory. But this one is nice and straight too. The other one's got some dents in it, and I don't know what happens. Maybe somebody was standing on it. So let me show you the other side of this. All the rust, like that. As you can see, it's got some heavy duty rust on the inside, but I have devised a plan for that. So I made a little trough out of wood and then line it with plastic. So my plan is to put some rust remover in there and see what happens. Put it in there for, I'm going to put it in for 24 hours, I think, just to be sure. And I bought this 13 liters of rust remover for, with tax and everything, about 130 Canadian dollars. So 13 liters, 130, that's, yeah, roughly $10 a liter. A liter is kind of, sort of near a quart. So anyway, that's the plan. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty rusty on the inside, for the, you know, because of the fact it's, yeah, never been painted. And, or it doesn't appear to have been painted. If it was painted, the paint has left the room. So, I'm gonna stick it in this tray. Yeah. Let's see what we got in here. That's it. All right. It's supposed to be non-toxic, so I'll take their word for it. Don't need gloves then. Well, this is pretty cool. It actually comes with a basket for putting parts in. But that's pretty cool. I'll put all my little small parts and bolts and stuff right in that basket, stick it in the pail, and just put the lid back on. Yeah, I like that. All right. Smells safe. Okay, yeah. I should be able to just pour it right in there. It's non-toxic, they say. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna bring you down for a closer look. So hang on a second. Okay, yeah. Just gonna dump some stuff in there. A little rust remover. Oh! Hopefully it doesn't eat plastic, because that's what I used to line this with. See as how it came in a plastic pail. Should be all right. Wow, it's gonna take a lot. Yeah, it sure is. It looks a little soapy. Let's move it down a bit. How about that? Not quite enough. Wow, that's a lot. I'm going to take all of it. And I'll put it all in. Whoa, just covers it. I should read some of the directions anyways. Up. I'll remove dirt and brush off loose rust. I didn't do that. I didn't do anything to it. Clean it. No, didn't do that. Depending on the depth and age of rust, soak your item for at least 30 minutes and 12 to 24 hours for stubborn rust. Well, of course it's going to be stubborn. It's old. I'm stubborn. Now that I think about it, I got a couple small parts I can throw in there. These two. They're both kind of the same as far as the rust goes. So I'm going to put them both in and see which one is best to use. But I'll drop them in. Put one in there while I'm at it. All right, let me just show you what's going on here. Okay, as you can see, it's fully submerged and it's kind of foamy already, but it kind of went that way when I poured it in. But let me just have a close look and see what's really going on with it. It's only been in there for a couple minutes. Can't really see anything, just the bubbles on top here. All right, I think I'm gonna cover it so that I don't lose anything to evaporation, which I don't know if it will, but just in case. Plus I'll be grinding in here, so I don't want to get all that grinding dust in there. Try and keep this stuff fairly clean. That's the plan. So, yeah, okay. Anyways, that's gonna sit in there till tomorrow, and we'll see how it looks tomorrow night. It should be done by then. Hopefully it's not just, shredded steel by that time. And there's, something left of it at least. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to carry on to something else. Catch you in a bit. Well, we're going to let that ferment for at least a day, I think. And so it gets a good soaking and hopefully get the best results. In the meantime, I'm going to get on the removal of the old cowl piece, and that's going to be a bit of a dirty job, no doubt. There's going to be a lot of cutting and hacking, which I'm getting used to now. But after that, then we'll pull that piece that's been soaking, and hopefully that's all good to go. And just going to require maybe I'll have to prime it before I install it, or at least paint it on the back. And then it should be ready to install. So we'll see how that turns out when we pull it out of the tray that it's in. Anyways, thanks everybody for subscribing and watching the videos. It's really inspiring to me to see that happen. And I hope to see you on the next episode. Thanks again.